After the intense June war that rocked the Middle East, the United States has once again issued fresh and ominous threats of potential military strikes directly targeting Iran's nuclear and missile infrastructure to prevent further escalation. President Donald Trump has bluntly threatened to knock the hell out of Iran with overwhelming force if Tehran dares to resume building prohibited weapons programs that threaten regional stability and allies. Following the US president's stark threat that reverberated globally, a senior advisor to Supreme Leader Khamenei has vowed a devastating and crushing response that would leave aggressors reeling from the consequences. Ali Shamkhani defiantly declared that Iran's advanced missile and air defense capabilities operate independently and are not subject to containment by outsiders or requiring anyone's permission to deploy. Shamkhani then issued a dire warning that any act of aggression launched against sovereign Iranian territory will immediately trigger a harsh and disproportionate response from Tehran's formidable arsenal. Should any hostile act actually occur against the Islamic Republic, he chillingly noted, Iran's calculated reaction would far surpass the aggressor's wildest imagination in both scale and destructive impact. Earlier this month, Trump openly extended strong support for potential preemptive attacks against Iran, specifically over its persistent missile development and covert nuclear weapons programs that defy international agreements. Trump issued these renewed threats immediately after his high-stakes meeting with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the Mar-a-Lago resort, where Iran dominated security discussions.
Now I hear that Iran is trying to build up again, and if they are, we're going to have to knock them down. We'll knock them down, we'll knock the hell out of them, but hopefully that's not happening. I heard Iran wants to make a deal. If they want to make a deal, that's much smarter. You know, they could have made a deal the last time before we went through, a big attack on them, and they decided not to make the deal. They wish they made that deal. So I think, again, they should make a deal. They want to make a deal, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Yeah, please.
Mr. Trump, also nuclear weapons.
If they will continue with the missiles, yes. The nuclear, fast. Okay? One will be yes, absolutely. The other was, we'll do it immediately.
Back in June, the US launched precision strikes on Iran's heavily fortified nuclear sites, which are supposedly protected under the International Safeguards Agreement administered by the IAEA watchdog agency. Iran swiftly responded to these American strikes with a massive retaliatory missile attack targeting a key US airbase stationed in Qatar, escalating the brief but fierce direct confrontation. Trump quickly announced a unilateral ceasefire to abruptly end the war shortly after Iran's bold response, de-escalating what could have spiraled into a broader regional inferno. Amid mounting concerns from Israeli intelligence analysts, Tehran continues sending deliberately conflicting and ambiguous messages about the true extent of its rapidly reconstituting military capabilities. Last week, Iranian state media triumphantly reported that the IRGC had successfully conducted large-scale missile tests across multiple sites throughout the country, showcasing renewed potency. But Iran's official state broadcaster then abruptly and mysteriously denied that any such missile tests had actually occurred or taken place, creating confusion as reported by the Wall Street Journal. This strange back-and-forth messaging unfolded precisely ahead of the pivotal Trump-Netanyahu meeting in Florida, where discussions centered squarely on countering the Iranian threat. Israeli officials have recently expressed grave concerns that Iran is covertly reconstituting its missile production facilities and stockpiles at an alarming pace following wartime losses. During the chaotic June war, Iran's precision missile strikes repeatedly and successfully penetrated Israel's vaunted multi-layered air defense systems, proving vulnerabilities in the shield. In September, citing high-resolution satellite images and analysis, the Associated Press reported that Iran was actively rebuilding key missile production sites that had been previously targeted. This month alone, the IRGC General Staff spokesperson raved enthusiastically about Iran's surging military strength and unstoppable momentum in weapons development and deployment. Abul Fazl Shirkachi said, and I quote, "After the war, Iran has become stronger than before, and its weapons production lines are active. So much so that even after the imposed 12-day war, the production line of our powerful missiles has not been shut down for a moment." Unquote. These provocative remarks surfaced right after Israel urgently warned the United States that ongoing IRGC military drills could cleverly mask preparations for devastating surprise attack on Israeli targets, according to Axios. Israeli sources privately told Axios that critical intelligence revealed significant and unexplained force movements deep inside Iranian territory, sparking widespread panic and elevated alerts in Tel Aviv.
25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.